There are many Piggy maps, some of them are simple and some of them are complicated, and today we're going to be making one of them in build mode. The map I'm going to be making is chapter 10 of book 2, which is the temple map. I also forgot to mention that we'll be making the entire map off of memory. So without any further stalling, let's begin the challenge. First, we got to make the beginning room, and I have no idea what that looks like, but I do know a sort of layout that we can use. Let's just start off real simple. Powered door here. I have no idea what that's for, but the hallway is pretty slim, I won't lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, this gets pretty boring, so I'm just gonna talk over it for a bit. I start off by building out the corridors, make a few mistakes, continue building out the hallway until we have a more, well, finished product. It's probably gonna get worse from here. I then went on to decorate the entire hallway, and then my dumbass realized that these were supposed to be stairs. Finally, after a quick painting session, we had finished the first room of the map. As far as I'm aware, this room has no item spawns, so we're basically done with the first room. So once I finished this, I began to work on the top floor of the map, which includes this random section which I still don't know what it looks like. And yes, I know you don't all want to watch the full building process for the map, so we're just going to skip over most of the building from now on. So I continued building the walls and the roof of the first floor until it was finally completed. Then I ended it off by building some stairs down to the bottom. We have now officially finished the top floor of the map, which includes this weird ass room, this empty ass staircase, the laboratory, and the rooms for the orange and red key, which includes the staircase, and a yellow safe which I don't know what's inside. This isn't even 25% of the map. Wait. Just hear me out for a second. I'm a pretty small channel, especially in the algorithm, so if you could just spend a few minutes of the day to check out my content, that would be greatly appreciated. If you enjoy my content, you could always comment, like, or subscribe to boost my channel in the algorithm, which would help get my content out there in the world. Thanks for listening. Now let's get back to the video. So I started by connecting the tunnel to the red key and the stairs to make more of a proper layout. And once I connected them, I had a real blueprint to work with, which included the rooms of the green key and the blue key. And once I finished them, it made the map feel much more complete. Alright, I've done a lot of off-screen building and have finished the first half of the temple map. I've also made these cobweb events that literally just use a trapdoor and these item use triggers. So yeah, that's the first half of the map. Now let's continue building the second. Despite what I literally just said, I decided to make lighting for the first half of the map and put traps where I thought they spawned. And along with adding other decorations around the map, I think it's finally time to build the second half, which is what I was going to do until the Roblox servers came offline. So I went to bed and I finally continued building the second half of the map in the morning, which started with me connecting both of the bridges and building a sort of structure around it, which included the escape door we're going to build upon later, as well as building borders for the map and starting construction on the cave. And finally, after adding some much needed details to the map, we had finally constructed the map itself. So I'm finally back after constructing the whole second side, except for the cave, but I still got to do the item swans. They're not going to be very fun, are they? Well, I guess we got to get to it. So I went to go put items all around the map, and it was honestly a lot easier than I realized. So afterwards, I decided to go make the rest of the events for this map. I've actually already done the temple doors, so all we got to do is import it into the map. But just before that, something important happened. The shovel has just come into stock, so that means we're able to use the shovel after all. But anyway, the first event I went to build was the shovel event, which is made by connecting this item use trigger to this NOT gate and connecting the NOT gate up to those hidden blocks, which in-game works like this. Next, I made this teleport event, which uses an item use trigger to link up to the decal block and the portal. Unfortunately, when you do use it, it just teleports you, and that's all the events for this map completed. And in case you're wondering, I didn't forget the axe event. I'm just waiting for it to be added into build mode so I can add it into my own map. Now I could finally import all of the build mode events, except the axe, into my map. And once I had finally done that, the temple map was finally complete. And with that, I have finally finished the temple map. Now there's nothing left to do but play the map ourselves. Oh, I forgot to... Alright, now we're finally in the map with these levers that do absolutely nothing. Gotta put my Piggy skills to use and actually just lock in with this map. Obviously, like, why would I choose a map like a lab? This is just a simple map. I might as well type in the code now because I already know it. Because, like, we couldn't do the temple door. There's no way to replicate the code and it just isn't really an event for it yet. Alright, if I can't even beat this map, there is something wrong if I can't beat this map. Shoot. Oh, I should be playing on hard mode for this, to be honest, because this is really easy. I also wish there was an option to make keys disappear when you use them, but unless I made like every door a custom door, there's just like no way of that happening, so we just go ignore it for now. Despite everything I've said, I probably missed like a massive part of the map. Shovel there, and then we need the plank to do that. Oh, we're just gonna do the portal event just because we can, not because we have to. Yeah, I should have made it so you go back in the portal, but oh well, it's too late for that. I mean, it isn't actually too late for that, but I'm just not gonna do it. Oh god. Yeah, I think I kind of have to use an ability here. Kind of sucks, but whatever. So you can't use that again, but a portal does appear here. But yeah, now we can escape. Let's go. And that's where we end the video. I ended up enjoying the process quite a lot and ranked up a lot of points while doing so. I even finally got to buy the Robbie Survivor skin, who is literally my goat, by the way. Anyways, if you made it to the end, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next video.